Hey guys, Jared back, and well, Spigen sent me this backpack a little while ago to review for you guys, and I wanted to wait until I had an opportunity to really test it out. Now, I brought it with me to on my trip to Vancouver not too long ago, so it was with me from about 8 a.m. till about 10:30 p.m. at night, going public transit route because I have to go from Victoria all the way to Vancouver. Anyways, with that said, I was actually excited because it said it was going to be raining that day, and one of the main features of this gadget bag, because this is where you're going to be storing your laptop and your tablets and so on, is that it's got a waterproof coating over top of it. You can actually feel it once you get it in your hands, and that was really nice because considering, you know, you may have upwards of $2,000 in your backpack and it starts raining, we all know that water is a gadget's worst enemy. So with that said, I was really excited for it to actually start pouring rain so I could really test that out, hoping that my gadgets personally wouldn't be destroyed during that testing phase. Unfortunately, it didn't rain. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the backpack here. So first and foremost, you've got this front compartment here. And these compartments actually come with this really soft sort of plush fur material inside of here, so it kind of keeps your devices nice and cozy. Now, Spigen claims that the way that they've designed it is to keep your devices cool and the pockets are actually breathable. That way you don't pull it out and it's just blazing hot. Then you go to use it and it starts malfunctioning. So that was really nice. That sort of attention to detail there. The zippers themselves aren't that bad quality. I've got some issues with them and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But for the most part, they're pretty good. And if a zipper fails on me when it's just in this mode, when it's not packed full of stuff, then it's a fail. And you know, when I didn't have it packed full of stuff, it was working just fine. Obviously, as you can see, it comes in the green color, a couple of different colors as well. I'll be posting a link in the description below so you guys can go and check that out. And obviously, all of them have some different color combinations. One is green and yellow, as you can see with the yellow Spigen logo up at the top there. The next compartment here is actually quite big, but what I really like is that it's actually got a bit of a stopper here. So you'll be able to see that, you know, if you have this full of stuff and you happen to open it up, it's not just going to spill open and dump all of your stuff out, because that would be the worst, especially considering you might have some relatively expensive equipment inside here. So we'll go ahead and zip this down. You can actually see the amount of room inside here. It goes all the way down there. And there's a considerable amount of padding around this entire backpack, which was really comforting to me, knowing that anything that happens to it along the way, maybe somebody kicks it when I'm on the train or something like that, it'll be perfectly fine. So you've got a bunch of different pockets here. Now, the material on the inside kind of concerned me. I don't know if it's an issue yet. I haven't had any situations where it tore or ripped or anything like that, but it feels very light, and I was a little bit concerned that, you know, it might end up ripping over time. Now, some of these other pockets here for, you know, notepads or pens or pencils, things like that, they have these Velcro strips here. And personally, I thought that they were kind of pointless to have them there, considering you're going to have your backpack most of the time upright. And I don't know, there's still gaps in between, so if you did happen to drop it upside down and you were afraid of anything falling out, it's still going to fall out regardless. One other thing that I wanted to point out, that my buddy Sam, actually, who they sent a backpack to as well, and he brought it with him to Mobile World Congress, is that he noticed that these Velcro, the hook side of it, when you put your hand in and out of it, it actually starts scratching up your hand quite a bit, and I can actually already see some visible scratches on my hand just from me doing that right now. So that was a bit concerning. So we'll go ahead and zip this compartment up, and we'll get into the other one. And this is sort of the main compartment where you're probably going to be putting your laptop. Now, it's supposed to fit a 15-inch laptop comfortably, and that is the case. I've tested out my wife's laptop, which is a 15-incher, and it fits in here just fine. I myself personally have a 17-inch laptop, so it would have been nice to see an option to be able to fit a 17-inch laptop in this particular compartment here, which also has that nice fuzzy, sort of very soft material in there to protect your laptop for you. But I was able to fit it in the main part of this compartment here, which was no problem at all for me, considering the rest of the backpack is completely padded. It's got, you know, hard plastic lining on the inside all around the backpack, so everything inside of it is completely protected like a vault, which is really cool. It's like a giant pillow for your gadgets. Now, there are a couple of different compartments in here that have some zippers on them. These particular zippers I wasn't a huge fan of, you know, both when they were packed full of stuff as well as empty. Sometimes the fabric snagged on it and it wasn't a very smooth experience, so that was a bit concerning to me in terms of quality. You know, again, moving down to here as well is nice, but you do have these extra compartments here, so it's nice to have some extra storage, obviously. What else can we talk about? Oh yes, these straps. So this was an extremely comfortable backpack to carry, and I had this packed full of stuff, and we'll get into that again in just a moment here. So the straps here, the shoulder straps here, are very padded. You've got some different sort of little hooks here, I guess, or holders for pens and pencils, and I suppose you could also use that one to throw in like a carabiner or something like that and hold a water bottle, which is actually, by the way, a little bit disappointing that they didn't include a water bottle pouch for this, considering maybe if you are a student that might want to take advantage of this backpack, you're probably going to want to carry your water, and this backpack, in my opinion, is kind of limited for space, so tossing in a water bottle is taking up precious space that you might need for other books and things of that nature. So, anyways, with that said, so the back is obviously really, really padded as well. Very, very comfortable to use. The straps on this one, they're very smooth, so you can just kind of adjust it on the fly. And the buckle here is some sort of a really well-built, a really high-grade plastic material. I can't really explain it, I suppose, but it held up really, really well, and I have nothing bad to say about being able to adjust the straps and so on. So that's good stuff there. Another strap and pen and pencil holder there as well. Up at the top of the backpack here, however, this confused me for the first little bit. I wasn't quite sure what it was because it's Velcro as well, and it kind of comes undone, and I was wondering what the heck could that be for, but I sort of came to my own conclusion that it's meant for luggage. If you're going on a trip and you want to strap it to some other stuff, you do have that option as well. So, you know, all in all, the backpack held up pretty well. However, my one complaint about it is that the lack of storage space. You know, I know it's just meant for your gadgets and things like that, but what if you want to throw your jacket in here or some snacks, some lunch or something like that? It's very, very limited. You know, when I went on my trip to Vancouver, I brought a jacket with me because I was expecting it to rain, and it didn't when I got to Vancouver. It was hot and sunny. So I peeled off my jacket, and because I had so much stuff with me that I needed for my meeting, I was like, oh man, so I had to jam it all actually in this pocket here. And once this pocket got full, this material here around the edges started catching on the zipper when I was trying to close it, and it also made this particular front pocket here quite difficult to close as well. So that was a bit disappointing, and it was a bit of a pain in the butt for me traveling. So I would recommend this backpack to, say, for instance, the student, someone that's just doing short travels. I wouldn't recommend this as like a day companion for anybody, or a travel companion for that matter. But it definitely did hold up, and I felt very safe and secure that all my stuff was inside of here, because it has padding all around the edges here, so no matter what angle you drop it on, or it gets bumped or kicked or whatever, everything is completely protected. And in the end, that's kind of the most important thing, isn't it? Anyways, guys, I'll be leaving a link in the description below so you can go and check out the different colors. It's $100 for this backpack, so not a bad deal compared to other high-quality, premium-grade gadget backpacks out there of the like. So, anyways, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. You can also follow me on Twitter and Google+. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.